Welcome back to A Midnight's Tale. Tonight's story is of a enigma that lingers in the shadows, darker than a coldest alley. A journalist who dares to pursue hidden truths. Should some secrets be left undisturbed, concealed in obscurity from whence they came? Let's find out. Enjoy and have a terrifyingly good night.
My name is Jim Carver. I'm a journalist in the heart of Chicago, and I've seen things that would make your skin crawl. This voice recording is not a work of fiction. It's a dire warning to this plagued society that nothing is as it seems. It all began with a series of bizarre occurrences. People disappearing at night without a trace, and witnesses claiming to see grotesque beings snatching them. With families broken apart with no answers from police. The city that never sleeps was harboring a sinister secret, one that I was determined to uncover. As I delved deeper into my investigation, I stumbled upon a pattern that sent shivers down my spine. The city itself seemed to be having darker nights. Strange symbols and designs painted the sky, casting an eerie glow over the skyline. The pouring rain with no end. Right then, I felt I was onto something big. I became consumed by my quest to reveal the truth. I scoured old manuscripts, interviewed the few survivors who dared to speak, and followed leads that took me to the most forgotten corners of the city. There were whispers of beings that existed in the shadows, monsters that only revealed themselves when the moon hung high in the sky. I had to prove their existence and unveil the horrors lurking in the darkness. But as my investigation intensified, I realized I was being watched. Shadows would follow me, and I would catch glimpses of deformed figures lurking just beyond my vision. Paranoia became my constant companion, and the lines between what was real continued to blur. That same night, nightmares began. Those damn things. Vivid, terrifying dreams that felt more real than anything I'd ever experienced sleeping. In the midst of these dreams, a hideous voice whispered to me, promising answers. It claimed to know the truth about the creatures and offered to guide me to the source of their power. The Nightmare King, as it referred to it. It was willing to help me bring an end to this reign of terror, but at a price. I would need to allow him to follow me while I'm awake. Desperation clouded my judgment. I wanted these disappearances to end. So yeah, I reluctantly agreed to let the creature assist me. Poor fool. Night after night, it guided me through the twisted pathways of the city, showing me visions of the Nightmare King's lair, a place of horror made real. The closer I got to the truth, the more dangerous the journey became. The monsters that had been pursuing me were closing in, their presence growing stronger in both my dreams and waking hours. As the end of my investigation approached, I began to question whether I had made a grave mistake. The monster's voice in my nightmares grew more demanding, more sinister. Its promises of assistance was obviously more and more like a trap I was walking closer and closer into. And I realized that I was no longer in control of my own destiny. But I must find answers. The night had arrived. Guided by the creature's instructions, I found myself standing before the monstrous king. It was a sight that no words could adequately describe. A nightmare made flesh, a creature born of pure darkness and fear. It grinned at me, its eyes gleaming with malevolent intelligence. In that moment, I understood the truth. As I figured, the creature that had been guiding me was not an ally, but a conspirator, a minion manipulating me into doing its bidding. I anticipated as such, but my leads were getting me nowhere, so this was my best option. I was wrong. I'm terrified out of my mind, and I don't know what to do next. The Monster King's laughter echoed in my ears as the realization hit me like a physical punch to the ribs.
I own you now, Mr. Carver. You will do my bidding. This city is mine.
I had unwittingly become a pawn in a game beyond my comprehension. As the battle between my sanity and the horrors around me raged, I fought against the overwhelming darkness. But it was a battle I couldn't win. The monsters closed in, their grotesque forms overwhelming my senses. And in that final moment, I knew the truth. They wanted my vessel so they can spread more throughout the city. I had not become just another victim, another forgotten soul lost to the shadows. No, I became something worse. I'm now one of them. A nightmare in the dark, a creature around a corner. I now harbor evil as if a vehicle for demise. So here I am, penning down my warning to a society that may never truly understand the horrors that lurk in the corners of our world. My name is Jim Carver, and this is my cautionary tale. Give up. For in a world where nothing is as it seems, where nightmares become reality, remember that even the search for truth can lead to a darkness beyond imagination, a darkness from which there is no escape. If you need help, come find me.
I will be waiting for you.